Good morning and welcome to DCT. Super excited today because it is day 20. We can see the promised land. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We have been doing some amazing work. Really good job, everybody. Everybody who's shown up every day, even people that have just dipped in and out. Do you know what? Let's put everybody in this group. Well done. It takes something to stop in life and say, right, there are things about who I am, what I do that I'd like to change. And I'm gonna give this a shot. So that's no small thing. You're already ahead of a lot of people who just want to get through January. So January to me is always can just feel like a nothing month. But when you lean in and start your year this way, it does create momentum and it does set your year up. There is something special about January. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing over the next 8 days. So if you're brand new here, we run something called the DCT 28-day challenge. Don't worry that you've entered at day 20. You're going to get some value from what we're about to share. What we're talking about here is hacking the bad unconscious autopilot habits that don't um, don't give value to our life. In fact, take our time up and don't add anything. They don't contribute. They're like dead weight, and we want to give them up, right? So we may have a bunch. Most of us have a bunch of stuff, bunch of bad habits, but we're going to start with one. So this month we've just spent two-thirds of the 28 days in observation mode, so watching ourselves, and we call this notice what you notice. So we've been watching ourselves every day without any judgment, just making mental notes, sometimes writing things down. And usually within the first two-thirds of any cycle that we do, there are some things that just come up immediately and you go, yep, okay, that needs to go. And that's the one that just goes bing, 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 bing. That's the one you want to focus on. You don't want to get distracted with all the other stuff and you don't want to micromanage it. You don't want to overthink this. This particular program has been set up to be really, really easy. It involves small steps and it involves doing little things every day, Monday to Friday, and you get the weekends off because let's be honest, it can get really intense if you have to do something every single day. So you get Saturday and Sunday off. So today is day 20. And for the next 8 days, we will be optimizing into high agency. What does that mean? It's a fancy way of saying we're going to take action. For this particular 28-day cycle, we are done with observation and noticing what we notice. So today, we're going to choose one bad habit. And you know what that is for you. I know what it is for me. And over the next 8 days, we're going to hack away at that bad habit. Hack away at it. And if we can chop it off completely, great. Go for it. That's what I did yesterday. But if not, it's better that you hack away at it. And more importantly, what we're going to do here, this is not a cosmetic thing that we're doing here. This is deep inner work. We're going to drill down next week into why a particular bad habit, pick anyone, exists in the first place. You have to identify the root of a bad habit. Otherwise, what it will do, those roots will sprout somewhere else and you'll just develop another bad habit that's like it because you're going to want to identify something. And this is what we use in the 28-day program. We use a drill, a metaphorical drill, self-examination drill. And we drill down using an acronym called S.C.O.W. S.C.O.W. Why do we use an acronyms? Even though they're hard to say, because they help you remember the hacks, the tips. The brain is apt to forget 75% of everything you learn every day. But when we stick something in our brain like, scowl, that's a weird word, you're going to remember what it stands for and it's going to be an easy to access tool for you. So scowl, S-C-O-W, stands for strength, challenge, opportunity, and weakness. Strength. Where are you already winning? congratulate yourself. That's important. Self love, congratulation, positive, powerful feedback from you to you. We don't give ourselves enough of that. Pat on the back. Where are you already winning? Challenge. What is the biggest obstacle to hacking your bad habit? Opportunity. So, this is the opportunity for the drill. Where did this habit, bad habit, come from? And last, weakness. What is the hardest thing to give up about this bad habit? So, what's the payload? What's the reward? Think about that. Why is this hard to give up? What's the need that needs the payload? So, we've got to face that head on. We're going to do some introspection. And this is a really interesting question. I think it's worth asking ourselves every day. Do I really want to give this up? Does giving this up align with my inner values? Align with my self beliefs? Align with my principles? Or does this bad habit or habit annoy someone else? And am I pleasing them? Am I giving it up for something or someone else? It's a really good question because if that's the case, then you're going to be fighting yourself because you're not going to be totally on board to get rid of it. And if you're not totally on board with a bad habit, you're fighting yourself. A divided house cannot stand, as I think there's a proverb that says that in the Bible, I believe. A divided house cannot stand. So you've got to be team you. Everybody on the team has to be working towards this one goal. And if there are reasons why you enjoy this habit and they balance or outweigh the bad things, then sit with that. As long as you can take the consequences of it, sit with it. Um, so here's motivation. How does hacking this bad habit improve your life, not the life of somebody else, not how you look to other people? How does it improve your life? What's it going to give you that's worth giving it up? So what I want to say is as well is that next week we're going to drill down using S.C.O.W. We're going to drill down into the evolutionary drivers of habits. We are hardwired to be habitual people, a species, animals wired this way. All right. So we have to be aware of that. We are prone to habitual behavior, but we can switch out bad habits for good habits, and that's called stacking. So we can work with our biology, we can work with our psychology, and we can actually drive our lives into optimum performance and experience. That's what we're doing here. That's the point of what we're doing here. We're also going to drill down into this unconscious mind and identify where some of our impulses behind our addictions and bad habits come from. Because without understanding where the pain, the trauma, the impulses that are unconscious come from, then you're blindfolded. You're blindfolded in a room where you're looking for something. So we need to get to why. We need to really drill down into why this has happened in the first place. And understanding that is going to release the impulse, it's going to release the loop, and it's going to release the driver, the root behind that bad habit. It's going to be easier to give it up. And then you can apply this technique to other areas of your life because if it works on one bad habit, you better believe it's going to work on all of them. And I always like to leave you guys with a positive thought of the day, or at least include a few quotes from people that are very intelligent and know their stuff. This is from Carl Jung. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. So you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Day 20. Optimize into agency. Take action. Take action today. Now, we always follow these little sessions every day as part of the program with a 5-step meditation that I call an activation. It's very easy to do, and it will bring you into a state of deep coherence, and you'll be more present to your life and you'll feel calmer. It's changed my life, so I recommend it. So there's 5 steps. So I'm going to take a few deep breaths because I've been talking and I've been in my mind. So I want to shut this part down. Step number 1 of deep coherence technique is we're going to put our feet flat on the ground or a part of our body. So if you're sitting on the ground or laying on the ground, that's fine. Just have your body in contact with the ground. Now, for ease of explanation, I will talk about the feet, apply it to whatever part of your body is on the ground. Close your eyes. Block out all thoughts of any other thing going on and drop your awareness and focus down to the soles of your feet. What does that mean? I want you to notice what you notice about your feet, just your feet. Connect to the skin, to the sole of your feet, to your toes, to the ball of your heels, to your arch, to the skin either side of your feet. And hold that feeling. Now, I want you to become aware of the ground beneath your feet while holding on to this sensation over here. So become aware of the ground beneath your feet. Notice what you notice. Texture, sensation, temperature. And feel the difference. And now close that gap between the soles of your feet and the ground beneath your feet so that they become one. One. No separation. And now feel your focus and consciousness seeping down through your feet into the ground. And as it drops down, notice a great network of very fine roots. They're like the fascia in the human body. They're like the fine roots of a plant. They're delicate, but they're strong. They're luminescent. And they reach down in little fibrous movements down through the layers of the earth, down through the soil, down, 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 down. And as they descend down into the earth, they pull your awareness and consciousness with them down, 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 down. Just let go and free fall. Now, as you go down, you move to the center of the earth's core. This is round. This is black. It is solid. and your roots are connected to the Earth's core. So go through your roots, through the hard outer covering of the Earth's core, and become one with the Earth's core. This is a deeper consciousness that you're connecting to. This is the Earth herself. It is black here. It is warm. It is nurturing. It is very familiar. And it is from here that you realize that you are connected through your roots to every living thing on this planet. Feel that connection to everything. And now it's time to take that connection, that consciousness, that vibration from the Earth's core and pull it up through your root system. And I want you to imagine a gold amber sap liquid, which is in truth a frequency. Pull that up through your roots. Up, 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 until you reach the ground beneath your feet that are one. Now feel that frequency, resonance, vibration from the Earth's core. Fill your feet with a relaxing, grounding, calming sensation. Now I'm going to count us down from 10 to 1. By the time I get to 1, this frequency resonance vibration from the Earth will vibrate all over your body. All you've got to do is let go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step number 1 complete. You are grounded to the Earth. Step number 2, we're going to activate the light body. We're going to breathe in very deeply 5 times. You can put your hand on your chest and on your belly, and what I want you to do is fill your belly and diaphragm, your chest, with air. Breathe through the nose, count 2, and then exhale more slowly through the mouth. And as you breathe in and out, I want you to imagine a wave that comes in and a wave that goes out. When the wave comes in, It fills your body with prana life force, which is a white electric energy. So that will revitalize your body. And when you breathe out, I want you to imagine a darker color, which is everything that needs to leave your body that shouldn't be there. Right? 5 times. I invite you to play with that a little bit. It doesn't have to be strict, but really pull in that energy from the universe, that white prana life force, and really push out what doesn't belong in your body. And keep flowing throughout this technique in a way like the waves of an ocean, so that it's natural. Step number 2, light body activated. Step number 3, we're going to prime the electromagnetic field using our hands. We're going to move our hands in all directions, noticing what we notice from the perspective of our fingers and the palms of our hands. So move how you want, arm's length all the way around your body. Really feel the air around you. It's not air, it's your biofield. It is intelligent, it is sentient, it is protective. But more importantly, from here, you receive from the cosmos and you signal to the cosmos, which is the greater quantum field. So getting this space all around you to feel familiar to you. That's why I've got my eyes closed. I'm not overthinking this. I'm moving how I feel. You don't have to copy me. But more importantly, I'm connecting to how my hands feel, my fingers. What am I feeling? And what this does, it connects the electromagnetic field and coheres it to the organic flesh and bone body. So it's like connecting a plug-in or an app to your phone, to a system. This helps you run more efficiently. Eventually, you can get to the point where you do this, which is like using your hands as satellite dishes or radar. And you can scan your field in all directions and clear it, which is something I teach in my communities. Step number 3, electromagnetic field primed. Primed for what? Primed for what comes next. Step number 4. Put your hands together place them in front of your heart and really press in. I want you to see what I'm doing. Really press in. Close your eyes and gently open your hands. Now visualize walking through your hands as though it's a portal into a sacred, unique space. And we say to you, look around and notice what you notice. We don't all see the same thing. So look around this space. Feel this space. And in this space, there is a light that permeates it. It is golden. It is effervescent. It is brilliant. And as you enter this space at the center of your heart, the light comes together to form a ball of light, and that ball of light moves towards you. But you're not afraid, because it's you meeting you. Connecting every day like this is so powerful. There's an attraction between you and this ball of light. It's magnetic. It draws you towards it, and you feel the love, unconditional, for you. As the ball of light moves towards you, you become one. You activate an explosion of light that becomes a rising sun, growing bigger, luminous, warmer, and more brilliant as it expands, so that you become this ball of light. You are this light, this rising sun, this star of brilliance. And we call this in our community the powered I am, that 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 I am. See that power illuminating your primed electromagnetic field with this power that is everlasting and unlimited. Feel that power of who you are as the I am now. You can connect to this as your higher power. You can connect to this as your unlimited, most brilliant version of yourself. This is the space of genius. And you can activate this every single day with DCT. And now we move to step number 5. Bring your hands together, noticing what you've generated, the power, the energy. You can feel it between your hands. Bring your hands together to form a triangle like this. Bring it to the top of your head. Put it in front of your third eye. We're going to connect to the group that's with us today. We call this power of 8 vortex energy, law of attraction. What we're going to do is we're going to capture and run the group vortex energy, which is boosted. And we're going to run it through the enlightened mind. So feel that connect and come in. It's going to feel different to what you've been running. It's a booster. And now run that down into your heart like a beam of white light. Now the heart is more than a portal or a pump. It is a very sophisticated piece of biotechnology that is centripetal and centrifugal in its application. What the heart is going to do, it's going to horizontally create a waveform. And that waveform, you can see it as a ripple on a still lake. That waveform is called coherence. This is why we call this deep coherence technique. Why coherence? Well, first of all, see that wave generating in your field. See it expanding out, out, as a wave in your field. Out, 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 out. Just let that run. So it's coherence because coherence is a carrier wave. And this carrier wave will signal out into the quantum field the highest declaration and the highest outcome for you. And all you've got to do is run coherence through this technique every day. That's it. The universe is self-organizing. You don't have to worry about the details. All you have to concern yourself with is showing up and doing this. So let that run. It's going to run throughout your whole day today, all day long. And we always close the deal because we are sovereign beings. We are in charge. And repeat after me. And so it is. For I command my day, and I bless my space. I like to mix it up. And I bless everyone in my world, on this planet. I bless everybody with coherence. It is hard to leave you, and it is hard to leave this space. But remember that we are always together. And you can do this as many times during the day as you want. I'll see you guys soon.